fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. First play from scrimmage, Stafford toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. A good start, one play, 10 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, Elliott once more. And a short gain down to about the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Inside give to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? We're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys inside the 20. Defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Now Elliott. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down and 4, Prescott got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Marr on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Now they're a little further behind the 8-ball after the interception led to the touchdown. So a 2-score deficit here, first and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 27, Stafford. Now this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And some space here. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yep.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. On second down, it's Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Now Prescott on 4th down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. A first down throw for Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need...
Have to review the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw again on second down. Stafford on the slant, complete to Hopkins. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 2, Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. To the air again, Stafford. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Robinson's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, it's Stafford. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he's got this down to the 35. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So third down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Here's Prescott. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Stafford on first down. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Stafford now to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A give up the middle to Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Stafford to Cup there for a Rams first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. Back now in Arlington. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Throwing is Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The give is to Elliott. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So now Stafford and the Rams down 14-7. 1:50 to play. This is where your playoff medal is tested on the road, needing a touchdown to stay alive as they've got it 1st and 10. Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better?
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. 57 yards. Now Stafford. Toward the pylon, caught. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd and goal from the 1. Stafford looks to throw again. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Bryson Hopkins from a yard out. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So 2 down, 1 to go, and this number 2 seed definitely looking to part, and now they sit 1 win away from a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, and I know originally they were disappointed not to get the number 1 seed and the bye through to the divisional round. But you know what they're saying right now? Let's just keep rolling. We're in a great spot.
And the Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.